Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Strider Chip. I am back with another one here to bring you some brand new content in a brand new way. Here to talk to you guys about my Universe 6 Warriors of Universe 6 deck profile. Is a hit deck profile, as you guys can see. I'm gonna go into every just about a lot of details here on why I chose certain cards and plays that you can make, and I'm just going to go ahead and dive right into it. I'm not even going to waste any of you guys' time. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll up here a bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at the hit leader. As you can see, auto once per turn. You choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. You choose up to one blue, yellow, Universe 6 with an energy cost of 1 in your hand, and you're going to play it. Awakened, uh, pretty much 4 life or less. Draw 1, untap 1 active energy. You flip it over. Then and when he's awakened, when this card attacks, you're going to draw 1 card. You're going to draw 1 card, and then you have another skill auto. When your opponent's leader flips back to front, meaning when it flips awakened to non-awakened, you choose one of your blue or yellow Universe 6 cards in your drop area with an energy cost of 3 or less, and then you're going to play it. Then we have active main once per turn. Choose 1 card in your hand, you're going to put it in the drop area. Then you're going to choose 1 blue yellow Universe 6 with an energy cost of 2 or less, and you get to play that card. So in this deck here, you get to play a lot of your cards, your battle cards, uh, fairly easy within pretty much as soon as you can even do it when you're not awakening, and as soon as when you awaken here, you can play those things for free. You can play these 1 to 2 drops, even the 3 drop as you've seen here before, for free. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at the cards I actually put in this deck here. That's pretty cool. However, when you're playing this leader, I'll say that you don't want to have no more than like 3 battle cards on the field with this leader, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, they can still chain attack Zeno, this, the board if they wanted to. That's if they really truly wanted to. You want to keep it in between. I would just keep it between 3, maybe even 4, no higher than 5. No, you don't need 5 of them on the field. I would say at least 3. 3 is a good number for me. And there's 3 cards that you really want to have on the field and what you don't want to have on the field. All right, so here is the deck profile, as you can see. All right, and I'm gonna talk about each individual card. So I'm gonna start with Kale, the Tim Tim's sister. I think that is Timid's sister. This card is permanent. Okay, it has permanent on it. So actually, I should zoom in on it on this end right here. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Actually, I'm really getting tired of kind of zooming in on some of these cards. But yeah, so as you can see, it says this card cannot be KO'd by your opponent. When you play this card, you choose 1 blue or yellow Universe 6 card in your drop area with an energy cost of 3 or less, and you get to add it to your hand. That's actually not bad. The fact is that this card doesn't get popped or anything like that. It doesn't get popped. I believe it could still get sent to the warp here. It basically has barrier on it, but actually a stronger barrier than the barrier that we know. You know what I mean? Pretty cool card at that. Now, counterplay does affect these cards, despite the fact it has permanent on it. This card just can't be KO'd by your permanent skill, so they're gonna remain there. I think that was a smart move on Bandai here to, you know, for these cards. And this is our first time playing any Universe 6 well, I played Universe 6 cards before, but this is my first time actually playing a deck just for mainly Universe 6 at that. For our first time ever doing it. And this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty solid. Now we have a Champa, the scheming god of destruction, which is pretty cool. When you play this card, you choose 1 blue or yellow Universe 6 card in your battle area other than this card, and it gains a 10k power and double strike for the duration of turn. Now this card is hella useful. You're supposed to use this with Hit Pride of Universe 6. You're supposed to use it usually with him. You're supposed to. I mean, that's 4 cards per turn. You know what I'm saying? Their leader's going to be flipped over, and you're going to non-awakened at that, making him what? I don't know, making him 10k. You're at 30 at that. Double strike, dual attack. sending a card from that's on the field he has right from the hit field to the warp. That's a really, really strong combination, very strong. However, I've only put 2 of these in my deck. The main reason why I put 2 of these cards in my deck is because it's not it's not going to be the necessary go-to card that you're going to use here in order to do that. Actually, I have a better way, in my opinion, to do it. However, this card can be played for free. It's easy for you to play this card for free, based off of Hit's effect, Hit the leader's effect. As you guys notice, once you flip over his leader, you're gonna get this card, this 3-drop card right here from your drop area. You're gonna play that on the field, and you want to play that card from the drop. You want to put at least 3 of those. Well, I put 2 in the deck because like I said before, I'm not gonna mainly be playing it, but you know what I mean, you want to play that card from the drop area. That's what you want to do. Play it from the drop area. Then when you flip them over, it hits prior to Universe 6 effect. Then you're going to take that card, put that on the field, and do some damage here, do some work. Pretty cool combination, really good stuff. So we have Champa Vados, the Champa Vados, Grace's Aid. Sorry, I apologize. So it has a rival yellow-blue on it. So all you need is you need 1 yellow card. You need to use 1 yellow energy, right? 1 yellow energy, blue, yellow. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you combo with blue and yellow cards at that. Then when you use 1 yellow energy, you put this card out there in the field. Hell of good. Hell of good. And then you have Energy Exhaust. That's if you play it. It goes into rest mode for the first time you play it. But the permanent effects are the way it is. This card is so amazing. Reduce the combo cost of all blue-yellow Universe 6 cards in your hand by 1. By 1. Okay, that's really dope here. And then it has another permanent effect. If this card is removed from the battle area by any of your opponent's skills, you may choose up to 1 card from your life. No, you can choose 1 card from your hand, not your life. 1 card from your hand and place it in the drop area instead. If you do so, this card remains in the battle area. Switch it to rest mode and then choose up to 1 of your opponent's energies and switch it to rest mode as well, which is a really, really good card. I'm playing 3 of these cards in the deck, but you want to play 4. You want to play 4. Now, also, I did confirm, also with the forum at Dragon Ball Super Card Game Forum, it says reduce the combo cost of blue and yellow Universe 6 cards. At one point, I thought it meant just like this meteoric energy Kefla. I thought it meant like cards that were both blue and yellow at one point. No, it's both blue and yellow cards here. So blue and yellow cards. So these blue cards and some of these yellow cards that you guys can see as well, they all count for it. They're going to reduce the combo cost of that card. I did confirm that. Because the main reason why I say that is because I saw different wording on a card from Champa, not Champa, but Kaba. It's a Kaba 2-drop Kaba card. I think it's just recently coming out, and then I thought differently about it. Since the wording wasn't the same wording, I take it that what it meant by it was blue and yellow. So Kaba, the Saiyan of Universe 6 here, as it says, when you play this card, you look up to the top 7 cards of your deck. You're going to choose 1 blue or yellow Universe 6 among them. See, since you see how this was worded, the way this was worded, this same blue or yellow Universe 6 cards among them added to your hand. And then, I was led to believe that, okay, well, this is just talking about blue and yellow cards combined, because it would have been worded the same way as Kaba if that was the case, if it was talking about blue or yellow Universe 6 cards. But, I mean, as far as I'm understanding, I got it confirmed now, so it's all cool. I would play 4. I think I just talked about that. I would play 4, but I'm playing 3 just for the space. We have Kale, Awakened Sister. We have Critical. During your turn, at the end of battle, once you combo with this card, choose up to 1 blue Kale in your battle area and place this on top of it. Basically, you get to evolve this card for free based off of his effect. You want to have this card on your field. This is like a go-to card. It's a go-to card. You want to have this on the field as quick as you possibly can. At least, I should have put it as like, you know what I'm saying? I should put at least 4 of those in the deck, but I put 3. But this right here is going to, I mean, even though it's still good no matter what, because of the fact that you playing 1 energy to use this card. I mean, you're still playing one energy. You can use it. This is a really, really good card at that. I mean, being able to reduce the combo cost of your Universe 6 cards in your hand by one. That's just, you have multiple super combos in your hand, man. Basically at that, you just don't draw cards. All I can say about it is just really sick. It's really good. That's why I wasn't afraid. If you notice in this get deck, guys, I wasn't afraid to put a lot of 10K combo cost cards in your deck. I wasn't afraid to do that. You have this one's here, this one's here, this one. Usually I don't play a lot of 10K combo one energy combo cards in my deck because you're more susceptible to getting rushed down. And I know that your opponent doesn't know these things. These are things he doesn't know. However, they can make predictions about that, though. Oh, just because they can predict don't mean nothing. Well, they could. I mean, that's your way of actually winning. I think that's a way of winning the match in Dragon Ball Super card game is being able to predict certain cards that may be played during certain turns. You know what I mean? Whenever you're playing in a tournament match here, you can play somebody. You know what I mean? I'll be playing my friends and I'll be like, and I'm thinking like, oh, I already know I already know he about to Mafu with my card. Whatever, he had 2 energy left over, at least 1 blue card. He's about to Mafu with this card. And then this, sometimes they do it. Or he may have bad ring laser. You can predict as to what cards may be played to outplay you. You know what I'm saying? At least I can. This is how I be thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking like that. It's like, okay, what if he does this? What if he does that? And sometimes I'll just see what my opponents are going to do based off of how I may feel about it. So I may bait certain cards to be lose and lost until I bring out my bigger ones, you know, my big boys that I'm trying to do and whatever I'm trying to do. And also with that Kale card, Awakened Sister has some more effects here to it as well. It says when you play this card, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, negate that skill for the duration of the turn, and then return it to his owner's hand. That's actually not bad. It's pretty good. Then we have this Meteoric Energy Kefla card. This is, you just need, in order to bring this out in the field, you just need Kale and Khalifa. That's all you need. Those 2 4-drops. I put 2 4-drops here, as you can see. See this one and this one. You just need these 2 on the field, and it's easy to get these 2 out on the field. It's very, very easy to do it. Since it's very, very easy to do that, you're going to be playing this card quite often, okay, or it could be. Now, put 2 in the deck. I know it's a small number. I did put 3 at one point, but you know, I took one of them out and put in the Krillin Assault Krillin here on the field. But Union Batara, one yellow energy. That's crazy, man. That is some crazy shit. It's just like just to bring this card out in the field. It has barrier on this card, which is good. You have Aegis on the also as well. You use that during your defensive phase here. So during your defensive phase, you discard 1 blue-yellow card or blue-yellow cards. Then you make sure this is on the field, though, in order for you to use it. You have to make sure this has to be on the field first. Then you discard maybe a card like this or these 2 cards, and then you're going to untap 2 energies at that. Energy exhaust, but the auto effect is the way to go. When you activate Aegis, your opponent chooses up to 3 of your opponent. Your opponent choose up to 3 of your opponent's energies and switch it to rest mode. So you know what that means, guys. They're untapping 3 energies. I mean, excuse me, they're tapping 3 energies. Sorry, they're tapping 3 of their energies. Man, that's right there is awesome. That's a cool effect. I like how these Universe 6 decks or 6 cards are allowing you not to be able to use your energy. That is so good. Oh my god. Instead of you not being able to play your cards, you won't be able to play your energies. That's why I think that to be honest with you, these energies, your energies mean a lot more in Dragon Ball Super card game than it does with some of your cards you have in your field. Your energy mean more. If you have cards that's, you know, that's, well, what can I say? I mean, yeah, you got if your opponent has like 4 energies or so, and you can bring these 2 Kales and Khalifas out in the field, these 4 drops, you can bring these out in the field so quick here by maybe turn 2 if you wanted to. by turn 2 if you wanted to. Long as you had, or turn 3 if you wanted to. Turn 4 if you wanted to. And you know what I'm saying? This right here, I would use this to go for game. Matter of fact, I might include 3 of these inside the deck. I think that'll be a good move to do. Three is be a better number than just 2. Man, this card is it's so good. It is just so good. This right here can really be used to go for game just for them tapping 3 of their energies. Then we have a Khalifa Bolt Sister. We can play this card, look at the top 5 cards, choose up the 1 blue yellow universe 6 card among them, and then add it to your hand. And you're gonna shuffle your deck. Fearless Salt, take 1 when you're attacking. Take 1 card from your life, add it to your hand. It's going to gain critical 15Ks just for Self Awakener. However, this deck, its leader self awakens itself, but the faster you do it, the better it's going to be. The better you'll be able to use its effects. Then you're going to start defending yourself when you get the 4 life or less. Khalifa Troublemaker Universe 6. When you play this card, you're going to choose up to 1 of your opponent's card. No, choose up to 1 card in your life. You're going to add it to your hand. If you do so, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's energies. It switches to rest mode. Really good card at that. I put 2. I believe this card is in the starter deck. It comes in that starter deck, Universe 6 starter deck. So you have to buy the Universe 6 starter deck in order to get that. Matter of fact, I'm buying 2 of those decks. 2 of those, and I might just buy 2 of those beginner starter decks as well. Those what is it? Those that Saiyan lineage deck here, that King Vegeta. I'm probably gonna buy maybe 2 of those as well. Hit Actor Image Master, another good card. I don't like the fact it has 9K power to it. I wish it had 10K power. I think that would have been more nicer. But auto fact, once you play this card from your hand, your opponent chooses 1 card from the hand, send it to the ward. That's a really good card. I like that. Then it says activate, send this card to its owner's ward. Okay, and at the start of your next main phase, your opponent's leader is a Universe 6. Play this card that was sent to the ward by its skills to the owner's battle area. So it works just like the 3-drop hit out there. It works the same way. And yep, Dimension Leaper hit. So it works pretty much the same way as this one. As long as your leader, I think, was a Universe 6 card, which is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. All I can say about that's pretty dope, because that means that it can't really get popped if it's just going to the ward, and then you can bring that back by maybe turn 3. So you can do this by turn 2 if you wanted to. Do it by turn 2. You know what I mean? Have your opponent discard a card, then send it to the ward so they can't do anything with it. Then by turn 3, you bring that card back from the ward to the battle area in active mode. Then you can evolve it on top of it with this hit. Pride of Universe 6 is another good card. Here's that 4-drop Khalifa double strike during your turn at the end of the battle. At the end of a battle, after you basically the same thing. At the end of the battle, after you combo with the card, you're putting this on top of your Khalifa. And then it has another auto effect. When you play this card, you're going to choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost. No, excuse me, 1 of your opponent's battle cards or energy, and switch it to rest mode. You're going to mainly use that for the energy. You're going to mainly, at least in my opinion, I'm going to use it for the energy. I'm not going to use it mainly for the battle cards. The battle cards, those are some of the things I don't kind of care too much about. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's cool to put those cards in rest mode, but you know how I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to think about it too. I don't care about it too much. Now we have our hit Pride of Universe 6 here. Has EX Evolve on it. That's on a 2-drop. It has to be at least a 2-drop at that, which is pretty good. And it has to be yellow. Bond 2. Okay, when this card evolves into, if your leader is a yellow Universe 6 card, if you have 4 or more energies, your opponent flips the leader to the front, and if you do, your opponent can't activate. They can't activate. They can't activate leaders' awaken or wish skills until the start of their next turn. Active main once per turn, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, negates its skills for the duration of a turn, then send it to the warp, and at the end of your opponent's next turn, play the card that was sent to the warp. But yeah, it says play this Wait, yeah. So play the card sent to the ward by its skills from its warp to the owner's battle area in rest mode, which is pretty cool. But and also, if you notice, I got Shinron the Wish Granter. So you're gonna combine this card with this card. Actually, you have dual attack and you're gonna have triple strike. How are you gonna do that here? You're gonna have a lot of cards in your drop area. You're gonna have a lot of those cards there. I guarantee it. Um, what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna draw two when you play the card. Basically, you're gonna choose the last effect. That's the last one. You're gonna give him this 15k boost, making him 35 and triple strike. It's really really cool here. So and you can do this by turn 4 or 5, as long as you've used ejection. At that turn, yeah, I would say turn 4 is a good turn to do it on. You're just doing that to go for game. It's gonna be it's a really good combination. That's the secret here to this deck. This is the secret medicine. This is the main go-to plan, plot, whatever. This is the main one that you want to go to here with this deck. And then we have our other cards. Here's my super combos at that 5 life or less. You're gonna draw one, get a 10k boost. Sensu Bean, objection, and we have Flying Nimbus just to slow down your opponent. And yeah, I might put some more Flying Nimbuses here, possibly in this deck, maybe one more. And then we have our other cards. The cards I decided that you could use. Godly Destruction Whis. Whenever you're trying to go for game, make sure this is on the field. I mean, if they're using a 9 Awakened skill to untap energy, I mean, one of those energies are gone. Um, Mutaito, this is another good card at that for those cards you don't want to have on the field. Planet Vegeta, probably more than those, at least 3 at that. We have Cobra, the Revolver, Hit, the AC Universe 6, another good card. It has a bond, here it has bond 2 on it. And then it reduces the cost of your Universe 6 cards in your hand by 1. That's when you play it. Time Chronoia can help you go for game. Vegeta, making an interest, another good card you can go for game. Real good stuff here, man. You want to, I mean, like I said, the point for you to win with this deck, you have to make your opponent tap their energy. Once you make their opponent tap energy, you know what I mean, they're not going to be able to do anything unless they have a Xeno button or something like that, something of those regards that's going to allow them to tap their energy. But this is my deck so far. It's our first draft. I'm still tweaking it. It's not ultimately finished. I'm still tweaking the deck. Looks pretty cool, and I'm happy with what I have so far. I'll test it out and see how it's going to go. But anyway, guys, this is my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.